Hello, everybody. This is Brian, twin number two, founder of, or I should say co-founder, I guess, of the FBA Startup Program. Today, I'm excited to interview one of our most recent success stories, absolutely crushing it right now. He came to us with massive bottlenecks in his businesses to the point where he was actually going to quit. And he came to us, joined our program, and he's seen a crazy amount of results. And we'll get to that in a second here. But all said and done, prior to joining us, I think you were selling like 2 to 5 units a day. Is that correct?
That's right. I was actually struggling. Some of the days it was even zero. But yeah, I mean, it makes a huge difference when you join in and you know what you're doing.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, fast forward, working with us, literally not even for a month yet. We've been able to get him to a peak of almost 50 units on a daily basis, and pull up your screen here so you can kind of show where you're at in terms of sales right now over the past 30 days. 18.43K. So you can literally see that he was doing like $200 days. Then he's been able to get to a peak of 1.2K just by implementing our strategies. Again, we'll get into that and the nitty gritty. But first of all, Sanket, appreciate you joining us today. We'll kind of just kick things off.
Thanks,
with
man.
telling us a little bit about yourself, what you do right now. I always love to share kind of your story and like how you kind of got into Amazon and that opportunity, why that came about in the first place.
Yeah, man. I actually have a beauty salon and I've been working on my beauty salon for almost 12 years. And it's a retail business. I'm always on my feet. I work very, very hard. And it's working with people. I have a team of 12 to 15 people. You're always on your toes working hard. So, when the COVID hit everyone, my beauty salon was closed. And I thought I should be doing something that would actually give me money while even I'm not working physically, it's still working for me. And that's the whole reason I got into Amazon. But I was looking at so many different programs. I did one of the programs, started from there. And then finally, when I launched my product, it did not take off. I was expecting that when I'm on page one, it would do the thing and it should just get me there. But no, it was not as simple as that. And yeah, when I joined the Zabs, Eric just had literally one meeting. Brian had a meeting before that, and it results are right in front of you. It went mad at this point. So it's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think, there's a lot of, I don't want to talk crap about any kind of programs, but I think what we've identified is there's no one size fits all for the product. It's really trying to establish and looking at the data and the metrics to implement the right strategy for your product. And that's exactly what we did. So, before
100%.
joining us, what would you say you struggled most with? And then after those first few sessions with us, what was it? What was that turning point that kind of clicked? And then, your sales started to take off from there. What was that exactly?
To be honest, I was so confused when I actually did my launch because, when I launched, I thought it will just literally pick up. But, because I'm doing the giveaways, I'm doing everything that needed to be done. But no, I was literally just giving away and I was not getting any sales at all for a month. And then I came across Eric and Brian, and then, I just had a meeting with Brian. He identified multiple. So basically, yourself, you just identified so many problems with the listing. So we went through everything, main image, why, what, reasoning out everything. So that was step one that we did. The other thing that I was making a mistake with was PPC. I didn't realize that such a basic mistake would actually mess up the whole PPC. I had one meeting with Eric, implemented everything he said. 3 days. I joined on 23rd of July, and today is 24th of August. 1 month, and I've hit literally 19,000. Literally 19,000. Today I'm going to hit 19,000. I'm on 18,400. I've sold 28 units. I'm expecting another 15 units. It's crazy. You cannot describe the amount of excitement that I'm going through at this point of time.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
And what's crazy is it's literally just one product that was doing 5 units a day to now doing 50 units a day.
Literally 50 units a day. And, if I had the stock, I cannot describe the amount of, level that we would have reached. My stock has literally run out within 1 month. I had 1,000 units and I don't even have 150 units remaining now within a month.
We got like 3 days until we run out. Good problem to have. I mean, it sucks that you're going to run out of stock, but it's a good problem to have at the end of the day. And now we know 100%. What's working with the listing. As soon as we come in with inventory, we'll be able to scale that up. So I'm happy, man. I know that, our first initial conversation, you were going to give up. Honestly, you were giving me all the signs that you were going to give up, and I'm glad you joined our program. But I want to ask you, what was it specifically that finally made you decide that you do want to work with us?
To be honest, I've worked with you before as well, and I knew it that I'm going in, you know, I'm going to good hands. I knew it that I'm going to the right person. You've always supported me throughout, but then when I joined the program, I found out that there is so many aspects. It's not only one, and you were helping me throughout. When I joined in, there was group calls, there were one-to-one, there is specialist, PPC. So there's multiple things that you showed me through your program, and when I joined in, I could literally see it. So I could see it within a month. So I
Yeah.
mean, there's nothing to say. It just people have to join in to see the difference. I can see it. I have the screen in front of me.
I appreciate that. I think that's the caveat. Like, there's a lot of course owners out there, again, not trying to talk, but like, we provide the mentorship support in every aspect that allows you to scale your business, not just launch your product, but scale your business at the end of the day. I think that's what you've been able to take advantage of and leverage, not only our network and myself and Eric, but the community. How has the community been as a whole? What would you say about that?
To be honest, everyone is very supportive. Everyone, welcome me. And then, if there was any questions or if there was any doubts, if anyone has gone through that experience, they would literally share that. I put a question in and, you get an answer, not one, not two. You have feedback from every single person. Every single person is motivating. Even if you feel nothing is happening, people are there just to push you. You got this, you got this. I've seen that. So I know it. And that's all you need, because you could have a bad day, but if someone knows that they've gone through this, then they can basically support you through this. And
Yeah.
that's what community is all about. I've been in different groups before, but you sometimes don't even get an answer. Sometimes it's not even acknowledged that you've put in a question, and that's where it comes handy.
100%. Yeah. And I think me and Eric, we took community for granted when we first started our Amazon business as well. But as soon as we started leveraging and we realized that people are willing to share, and those challenges that you face, people most likely face as well. So as long as you're vulnerable and you're asking and you're working with people and you're in a good community, you will get the answer to work through that challenge. And that's the key, to work through challenges sooner than later. And I've seen you grow like crazy over the past 4 weeks. It's been not only from a revenue standpoint, but also just from a business owner standpoint. I think as much as we're helping it with that, it's also you being vulnerable and asking the right questions when needed, right? You're not sitting back and letting yourself dwell on different things. So as much as you're talking great about us, I want to talk great about you, because it's a two-way street at the end of the day.
No, thank you so much. I mean, I appreciate that, but I know where I've come from and where I've reached. And I mean, it's all because of the things that you've told me, the steps that you've told me. Now, again, we have a call. I'm ordering the second inventory, and I know if I need something, I know you are at hand. It's not just, that I've joined in. I know I'm going to get the support, and that's the most important thing. One thing I know for sure, if I get stuck, I know there will be answers, and I know I will be moving forward because there is someone who cares and they will take me forward. And that's the confidence that I had. That's why I, again, paid for the course. I knew it that I would get there. When you know that you genuinely have a support, then there's nothing to worry. And I told you as well, when I joined, I said, this is the first time that I'm paying money and I'm happy. I don't understand why, but I said that to you as well, isn't it?
Yeah. I was just going to say, I remember you telling me when you joined our program, you're literally
I just felt relieved. I don't know why.
I've never felt so relieved spending money before. Yeah. And look at it. I mean, the results show for it, but yeah, man, I appreciate that. I'd like to know how your life has changed personally after getting the results that you've seen over the past month. What is your perspective and output on Amazon as a whole? How has that impacted your personal life now?
I think with Amazon, sky is the limit. If you know what you're doing and if you know it, how to do it, and once you have a formula set, you've done all the steps, it's just following the structure, just getting it right and having the answers when you need it. And that's Absolutely. What you would get with a group, with a good mentor. And in terms of my life, I'm actually more confident. To be honest, when I was 1 month ago, I was like, I spend the money, I don't know where it's going to go. I spent more than 20,000, but now I'm actually getting calls from the other group where I had spent money, and I'm helping them.
Wow.
I'm actually helping them. I'm helping people from there. So that's amazing. You get people who are actually trying to book Zoom call with me and I'm trying to help. But, I said, this is not me. You should go to people who have actually taught me. So that's how much confidence you get.
I appreciate that, man. Yeah. No, it's always it's a full circle. Exactly. I think it comes back to community. People are willing to help others. And if you help others, one, you're going to become much better at your job because you're going to be being able to teach something, you become, you get to know it like the back of your hand, and you also get to give back. There's people that have supported you throughout the way. So you get that opportunity to do so.
100%. I agree.
Yeah, I
Agree, man.
appreciate you sharing that.
Agree.
One thing that I'd like to kind of go over, where do you think you'd be in your business today if you didn't join us in the first place?
To be honest, I would have given up. Probably if this went on, I would have given up in a tough fight because, I'm not someone who gives away things like that. So I would have tried my best, but when I would have tried, I would have wasted more money on PPC, which is something so important. If you don't get it right, you can just throw away the money. So with support, you can optimize it, you can, maximize the results. And that's one thing I think, you can get a product, you can get it to Amazon, you can do that. But then how to sell it, how to optimize it, how to maximize the profits. Because you could sell the whole inventory and have no profits. And that's what you don't want. You want to have profit. Otherwise, what's the use of the hard work? And that's where you guys come in picture. You create the strategy for us, you tell us what to do, and then we learn, we have some experience, and then we take it from there.
Absolutely. Absolutely, man. I appreciate you sharing that. To cap things off here, there's quite a few people that are wanting to join our programs, but they're not fully invested. So, put yourself back in your shoes. When you before started our program, I know you're hesitant in joining it at first because you didn't want to put more capital into the business, but put that into perspective. What would you tell these people that are, wanting to potentially join our program? What would you say to them to kind of push them over the edge, essentially?
First and foremost, I would say you can join a course, but if you're not going to get the support, what's the use? Course, you can buy it for $250, $300. But if you don't get the support that you need throughout the way, you can just read through it, but you will never have taken action. And that's what I think you guys push us. You guys have weekly goals. You basically chase us and you take it from there. And I think for me, if I would have not joined you, I would have given up. And to know it, you have to do it, and that's the only way I would say it.
Yeah.
And there is potential, there's a lot of courses out there, but everyone is just there to make money. You have your calls, they just do their job and they go away, they don't care. After the 30 minutes of the coaching session or whatever the coach calls are, it's literally, it's just to make money and fulfill their thing and go away. But with you guys, no, it's not like that. And I've seen that, and I genuinely mean that.
I appreciate it, man. I don't know. I'm just looking back and I'm getting goosebumps right now because I've seen you grow so much over the past 30 days from literally almost quitting to doing $20,000 a month, putting in your second inventory order, having a variation coming into the play. You literally flipped like a dime over the past 30 days. So it's been great to see. I appreciate you letting me interview me. Now, one thing I just want to say to cap things off, I hope you guys saw value in this case study and this testimonial with Sanket here. If you guys are interested in working with myself and Eric and getting the support and seeing the growth that Sanket has seen so many more of our other students, being a part of our community and just being able to grow and level up, not only as an Amazon seller, but as a business owner, what I want you guys to do is just go ahead and book a call with us. It's totally free. What we do is we ensure on the front end that we're bringing you in if it makes sense at the end of the day. If there's a fit, we will work with you. If not, totally okay. Maybe there's a fit down the road. So if you guys are hesitant, by all means, again, it doesn't hurt to hop on a call. Our calendars, they book up quick. We're having 10 to 20 calls every single day right now. And we want to make sure that we're taking advantage of everyone that comes through. So book a call, doesn't hurt. Be our next success story like Sanket, as you can see here. But Sanket, is there anything else that you want to cap off and say?
No, I would definitely say that, you've got the right people, you've got the right coaches, you've got the right team. And not only that, you've got people who are successful. You don't have people, who are stagnant. You have people that are successful here. So you will always be pulled forward with that. I've seen a lot of groups. You have people who are still struggling. They never get anywhere. Here, you won't see that. You will definitely be moving forward. Baby steps, but you will be there.
Absolutely.
Yes, that's all I would say.
Absolutely, man. All right, guys. I hope you all saw value in this. We're signing off.